Good day, everyone. So, welcome in Mathematics 7 class. So, for this day, we were talking about presentation of data using graphs. But let us first read the given poem. So, this poem entitled Graphs. It says, graphs are flowers always growing, different shapes, various types. Graphs are a bird soaring, ascending and descending. Graphs are a friendship, having up and down points. Graphs are human life, starting low, ending high. Graphs are like a radio, both can bring bad news. Graphs are like a telephone, both communicate. Graphs are like a stopwatch, can record time. Graphs are like a camera, both show actions. Graphs are like a library, both help you learn. Graphs are as well done as a famous painting. Graphs are as interesting as a mystery. Graphs are as accurate as a roadmap. Graphs are as simple as addition. Graphs are as educational as researching. Graphs are extraordinary. So, this poem is created by Jen Wicks. Now, there's a question here. So, let us answer. So, based on the given poem, what can you say about this poem, or how can you describe the given poem? Okay, number 2. Based on it, how can you describe graph? Since yung ibinigay sa atin na tula ay it's all about graph, na ibigay ba or na i-describe ba kung ano yung graphs na tinatawag or paano natin isasalarawan or madedescribe yung graph? Okay, very good. So it says in the given poem, graphs daw ay katulad ng isang flower, always growing. It is also have a different shapes. Katulad din siya ng isang ibon na lumilipad, nag-ascend, tumataas, and nagde-descend, bumababa. So, from the poem, pwede nating malaman yung iba't ibang characteristic ng graph. So, to have a knowledge about graph, so let us continue our lesson. So, in this activity, we will arrange, or you are going to arrange the jumbled letters to form words related to our topic. The given pictures serve as a clue for each word. So, merong tatlong pictures, and there under ng mga boxes, blank boxes, meron dong jumbled letters. So, all you need to do is to arrange those jumbled letters para ibigay kung ano yung mga names ng mga sumusunod na to. Okay, so in the first picture, so this is the jumbled letters given. Ano kaya sa tingin ninyo yung pangalan ng first picture? And for the second picture, okay, so the given jumbled letters is here, this one. And for the third picture, the given jumbled letters is here, yung nasa ilalim. So now, pwede ba nating masagutan or kayang sagutan natin yung given activities? Okay, so let us answer the given activity. So the first picture is the bar graph. That is the illustration of bar graph. The second picture is the pie chart, or we also called it as pie graph. The third picture is all about line graph. So, to have a further knowledge about these kinds of graph, let us continue our lesson. But first, let us answer the following questions. Okay, so these are the questions based dun sa activity na ginawa natin about dun sa arrangement of jumbled letters. Dun natin makukuha yung ating mga sagot. So, in number 1, what have you noticed while answering the given question? Ano yung na-notice ninyo habang sinasagutan ninyo yung second activity na ginawa natin kanina? Okay, very good. So, the given pictures are an examples of graph. So, yun ang mga example ng graph natin. For number 2, how given picture in each number help you in arranging jumbled letters? Nakatulong ba yung ibinigay na mga pictures para sa pag-arrange ng mga jumbled letters? Okay, very good. So, by looking at the given picture, magkakaroon tayo ng idea kung ano ba yung tawag doon sa mga binigay na larawan. Okay, so number 3, did you find it difficult to form each word? Okay, so if it is a difficult or if this part is difficult for you, ask help from your siblings or from your guardians para tulungan nila kayo sa pagsasagot ng inyong mga activity. So, let us continue. Okay. Let us explore Rodriguez. So, since our school, San Isidro National High School, is located at Rodriguez, Rizal, may mga lugar din or may mga tourist spot tayo. So, alam ko na yung iba sa inyo, may mga idea na kung ano ba yung mga tourist spot dito sa ating lugar o sa ating bayan. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng survey or nag-vote yung mga tinanong kung ano-ano sa mga tourist spot sa Rodriguez Rizal yung laging pinupuntahan. So this is the result of that survey. So here are some of the most voted tourist spot in Rodriguez Rizal. So Avilon Zoo got 300 vote, Mount Hapunang Banoy got 250 vote, Mount Balagbag got 550 vote, Mount Pamitinan got 900 vote, Mount Binakayan got 350 vote, and Wawa Dam got 800 vote. Now, let us answer this question. Which one has the most number of votes? Okay, very good. So that is the Mount Pamitinan. Mount Pamitinan is located at the Wawa or in the San Rafael. So, kung gusto ninyong mapuntahan yung Mount Pamitinan, all you need to do is to go in San Rafael and then pumunta kayo sa Wawa or sa Wawa Dam, nandoon yung Mount Pamitinan. Okay, number 2. Which one has the least number of votes? Alin kaya dyan sa mga voted tourist spot here in Rodriguez Rizal yung nakakuha ng mababang vote? Okay, very good. So, that is the Mount Hapunang Banoy. Okay. So, alam niyo ba na aside from answering question to give information about the most voted tourist spot in Rodriguez Rizal, pwede din nating i-present yung ating gathered data gamit yung mga graphs na natakil natin kanina. So, ano-ano nga ba? Or, hayaan nyo na ipaliwanag ko sa inyo bawat isa yung mga iba't ibang uri ng graphs na pwede nating gamitin in presenting our gathered data. So here, what are the different kinds of graph? So, ayan yung una nating pag-uusapan na uri ng graph. Based dyan sa given illustration, ano kaya yung first graph na ating pag-uusapan? Okay, very good. So, that is all about bar graph. Since pa-bar yung illustration, so yung first graph natin ay bar graph. So, based on the definition of bar graph, it says, is a graphical representation of data that uses bars to show frequencies of each group. So, gumagamit daw siya ng bars. So, hindi mo siya pwedeng tawaging bar graph kung wala siyang bars. Kasi yun yung pinaka-primary na kailangan mo to make your own bar graph. Okay, and second, the length of the bars is based on the frequencies and it is used to display and compare the frequencies of different groups. So, paano natin malalaman kung kailangan ba nating gumamit ng mataas na bar or mababa? So, tayo ay magbe-base sa frequency. When we say frequency, yung bilang ng bawat category. So, mamaya maunawaan natin kung ano ba yung frequency na tinutukoy. And then, using this bar graph also, pwede nating ma-compare yung frequency ng bawat group. So, for example, itong color blue na graph or na bar, pwede mo siyang i-compare dito sa color green, which among the two bars, yung mas marami or mas mataas yung bilang. So, pagka kinumpare mo yung blue dito sa green, so, syempre, alam natin na yung color green yung mas maraming value kasi siya yung mas angat. Okay? So, let us know ano ba yung steps in constructing a bar graph. Ano yung dapat nating sundin or ano yung dapat nating uunahin. Okay, so the first step is, first, you need to create X and Y axis. Label them accordingly. So, ano ba yung X and Y axis na tinutukoy? Pag sinabi nating X, that is the horizontal line, yung pahiga. Pag sinabi nating Y axis, ayun naman, yung vertical line, yung patayo. Okay? So, next, second step. Decide on the scale, consider the least and the greatest value to be shown. So, sa second step, you need to consider, hanapin natin yung least, yung mababa, at saka yung greatest value. Okay, third step, write the intervals on the axis that will show the frequency. So, pag sinabi nating intervals, yung pagitan ng bawat frequency na ibibigay sa atin. So, dapat daw, it says here, make sure the intervals are equal. So, dapat equal sila. Hindi pwedeng mas malaki yung pagitan ng naunang number or naunang frequency dun sa susunod. So, kailangan equally distributed. Okay, fourth step, write the name of each item on the other axis. Observe equal distances. So, palaging nandito yung word na equal. So, kailangan kasi sa pag-construct ng bar graph, equal yung distances ng bawat frequencies natin or ng value natin. Fifth step, draw the bars. The height depends on the frequency, number, or measurement of each item. And the sixth step, write the title of the bar graph. So, ito yung importante in making or in constructing bar graph. Kailangan natin gumawa ng title tungkol saan ba yung gagawin natin or yung pinag-uusapan natin. Okay. So, let us have an example. So, since we are in the midst of pandemic, let us use this idea in making our own bar graph. Okay. So, education amidst of pandemic. So, this is the example survey. 200 students were surveyed on their preferred learning modality in this time of pandemic. So, since nagko-continue pa rin ang ating pag-aaral, may mga different modality tayo na pwedeng pagpilian. So, ito yung mga result mula doon sa 200 student na tinanong kung ano yung gusto nilang kuhain na modality. So, based on this table, so the learning modalities are modular, we have online, blended, or TV, or RBI. So, the frequency, ito yung, pag sinabi natin frequency, yung value, kung ilan. Okay, so for modular, 85 yung nag-vote. 40 voted for online, 55 naman sa blended, and for TV, 20. So, overall, yung total netong frequency natin, dapat equal yan sa 200. Kasi 200 yung tinanong. Okay? So, 85 plus 40 plus 55 plus 20. So, that is equal to 200. Now, using this result, let us use our bar graph. So, sabi natin, may mga steps or we have steps in constructing bar graph. So, using the given data, gagawa tayo ng ating bar graph. So, first step, create the X and Y axis. Sabi ko kanina, pag sinabi nating X axis, ayun po yung horizontal. Pag sinabi nating Y axis, ayun po yung vertical axis or vertical line. Okay, so let us make. So, this is our X axis, so the horizontal line. and our y-axis, the vertical line. Okay, so now, next. Second step, decide on the scale. Consider the least and the greatest value to be shown. So, hanapin natin, from this given frequency, ano ba dyan yung ating least value and alin dyan yung ating greatest value. So, our least value is the 20 and our greater value is 85. Okay, let us continue. Third step, write the intervals on the axis that will show the frequencies. Make sure the intervals are equal. So, for our axis, okay, so let us go first with our y-axis, yung ating vertical line. So, yung, kung mapapansin ninyo, no, equal yung intervals ng bawat line doon sa ating y-axis. Kasi yun naman yung pinaka-importante. Dapat equal. Okay, so our y-axis will serve as our frequency. So, ang ating mga frequencies. And for our x-axis, it will serve as our learning modality. Okay, fourth step, write the name of each item on the other axis. Observe equal distances. So, since this is our frequency, itong ating y-axis, ilalagay na natin yung ating item, kung ano yung value na ibinigay sa atin. So, ano nga ba yon? So, dahil ang least natin ay 20 at ang greater value natin ay 85, dapat makikita to or masasakop to dito sa ating y-axis. So, dahil 20 siya, pwede kang mag-start ng 20 kasi yun naman yung list mo. Pwede ka ding mag-start ng 10. Depende sa'yo as long as nanaan doon at makikita mo yung least value at saka yung greater value mo. So, I decided na for the first line sa aking y-axis, yun ay 10, and then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Pwede rin naman siyang 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nakadepende yun sa inyo. Basta ang importante lang, makikita doon or sasakupin ninyo yung least value at saka yung ating greater value. Okay, for doon naman sa ating x-axis naman, since yun ay learning modality, so ilalagay na natin yung modular, online, blended, and TV. TV or RBI. So, modular, online, blended, and TV or RBI. Okay, fifth step. Draw the bars. The height depends on the frequency, number, or measurement of each item. So, gagawa na tayo ng bar. Now, sabi dito, we will depend the height of each bar dun sa frequency. So, for example, ang modular ay mayroong 85 volts. So, ibig sabihin, ang 85 natin ay nasa pagitan ng 80 at saka ng 90. If you're going to make your own bar, dapat ang magiging height niya ay nandoon hanggang dun sa pagitan. So, from here, sa ating starting point, hanggang sa pagitan ng 80 and 90 kasi naandun yung 85. Now, dun naman sa online, so it has 40 frequency. So, hanggang dito sa line ng 40. Okay? Nakukuha po. Okay, next, blended. So, blended ay 55. Saan kaya natin makikita ang 55? Okay, very good. Sa pagitan ng 50 and ng 60. So, nandirito. Okay, now, how about TV or RBI? So, it has 20 volts. So, ang 20 natin ay ito. So, hanggang dyan po ang ating bar. So, ito po yung ating bar graph. Okay, let us proceed to the last step. Write the title of the bar graph. So, since we preferred about, we're talking about the survey on the preferred learning modality of each student of 200 na tinanong. Okay? So, yung ating title for this activity is Students Preferred Learning Modality. Yung ating title dapat, o yung title, once nagagawa na kayo ng sarili nyong title, dapat connected siya kung ano yung problem, kung ano yung given. Okay? So, since ito ay tungkol sa preferred learning modality, dapat doon din nakaugnay yung inyong magiging title. Okay? Next. So, ito naman. Ano kaya ito? Ano kayang uring graph yan? Okay, very good. So, that is the pie chart or also known as pie graph. So, it says here, pie chart or pie graph, use a slice called sector. So, ibig sabihin, each slice niyan, ang tawag po sa kanya ay sector for each item or category. So, bawat isang slice, serve yan as one category. So, dahil itong example illustration natin ay mayroong 5 slice, ibig sabihin, 5 category din yung pinag-uusapan dito. Kung ilan yung category, yun din yung number of slice na gagawin mo sa iyong pie chart. Okay, the slice display parts of the data in relation to the entire amount of the data, which is the whole pie. So, kapag gumagawa tayo ng pie chart, palaging as a whole tayo. Pero tinitingnan natin, mula dun sa kabuuan, ilan yung parte ng bawat category. So, dapat yun yung makikita natin. Okay, so let us have an example. Proceed muna tayo sa steps in constructing pie chart or pie graph. So, ano nga ba yung step sa pag-construct? So, first, create a table with 4 columns. So, gagawa lang muna tayo ng table na mayroong 4 na columns. So, yung first column will serve as your category. Yung second ay frequency. The third is the percentage. And yung last column is degree. Pag sinabi natin category, ano yung pinag-uusapan na item? Okay? So, next, second step, list down all categories and their corresponding frequency. So, isusulat kung ano yung categories. Kung yun ba ay patungkol sa mga damit, patungkol sa mga animals, patungkol sa planet, kung ano yung ibibigay. Okay? So, mamaya maunawaan natin ng mas mainam kung paano nga ba yung categories na tinutukoy. Third step, solve for the percentage of each category. Use the formula. So, ito po yung pinaka-importante. Okay? In computing the percentage of each category, you need to use this formula. So, ang percentage daw, to be able for you to get or to compute for the value for your percentage, you need to divide the frequency over the total and then multiply it by 100. Okay, number 4, solve for the corresponding degree of each category. So, after identifying the percentage, magpuproceed ka na in identifying naman the degree. So, paano naman? So, yung ating makukuhang percentage, kailangan mo yung i-convert into decimal equivalent, tapos i-multiply mo yon by 360 degree. Bakit po 360 degree? Kasi kung napansin nyo kanina dun sa ating previous na illustration ng pie chart, bilog siya, 'di ba, circle. Alam natin na ang isang kabuuan or yung pinaka sukat or circumference ng ating circle is equivalent to 360. So, ayun yung dahilan kung bakit siya minumultiply by 360. Number 5, draw a circle. Number 6, use a protractor to measure the degrees of each sector. So, kailangan yung gumamit ng protractor para makuha ninyo yung eksaktong degree ng bawat categories. Okay, number 7, for visualization, it's best to use different colors on each sector. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, yung bawat hati ng ating pie chart, ang tawag natin doon ay sector. Para ma-identify mo yung pagkakaiba ng bawat categories, mainam na gagamit tayo ng different colors para ma-compare natin siya sa bawat isa. Okay, pang 8th step, label each sector with corresponding percentage and use a legend. Number 9, write the title of the pie graph. So, palagi, kung mapapansin, in constructing pie graph or bar graph, ang laging last step ay giving a title of each graph. So, palaging ganon. Okay, next. So, let us have an example. Okay, 100 person in the community was asked, what is your favorite type of pet? The pie chart below summarized their responses. So, 100 yung itinanong. 100 yung tinanong sa community kung ano yung favorite type of pet nila. Okay, so ito yung summary ng responses. So out of 100 person in the community, ang napili nila ay dog, 30 of them ay cat, 8 ay fish, 5 ang rabbit, and 4 ang hamster. Now, using this given data, gagawa tayo ng pie chart by following the steps given in constructing pie chart. So, the first step is create a table with 4 columns. The heading are category, frequency, percentage, and the degree. So, ito po yung tinutukoy kanina na 4 columns. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yung heading nasa taas. Ang ilalagay mo daw ay category, frequency, percentage, and degree. Now, second step. Okay, second step, list down all categories and their corresponding frequency. So, ano ba yung pinag-uusapan natin dito sa ating given problem? So, it's all about your favorite type of pet. So, dahil ito ay patungkol sa mga animals, ang categories na ilalagay natin ay animal pet. So, ano-ano ba yung mga pinagpilian? So, we have dog, cat, fish, rabbit, and hamster. And for the frequency, ilan ba ang pumili ng dog? So, that is 53. For cat is 30. Fish ay 8. Rabbit 5. And hamster ay 4. And then for step 3, rather, so we are going to solve the percentage of each category. So we are going to use this formula. Frequency divided by total times 100. So ito po yun. So the frequency is 53, 38, 5, and 4. So para makuha si frequency, 53, yung frequency mo dito kay dog, 53 divided by 100. Bakit 100? Kasi 100 yung person na tinanong. Okay, ayun yung total na tinutukoy. Ilan ba yung tinanong? Or ilan ba yung kabuuan? Okay, so since that is 100 person, so 53 divided by 100 times 100 is equivalent to 53%. For cat, 30 divided by 100 times 100 is equivalent to 30%. For fish, 8 divided by 100 times 100 is equivalent to 8%. For rabbit, 5 divided by 100 times 100 is equivalent to 5%. And for hamster, 4 divided by 100 times 100 is equivalent to 4%. Just follow lang the given formula para makuha mo yung exact percentage ng bawat frequency. Okay, fourth step, solve for the corresponding degree of each category. So, kanina may ginamit tayong formula para sa percentage. Ganun din sa pagkuha ng degree. So, decimal equivalent of the percentage times 100. Okay, so now, so ito yung degree. So, the decimal equivalent percentage of 53% is 0.53. Tapos, imumultiply ko siya by 360 degree. So, that is equivalent to 190.8 degree. So, kukunin mo muna yung equivalent decimal ng percentage na nakuha mo. So, dito kanina, 53% yung percentage ng dog. So, ang equivalent degree ng, ang equivalent decimal ng 53% is 0.53. Yun yung imumultiply mo by 360 degree. So, the result is 190.8 degree. Okay, for 300%, the equivalent decimal is 0.3. And multiplied, you're going to multiply it by 360 degrees. So, the answer is 108 degree. For 8%, that is equivalent to 0.08 times 360 degrees. So, that is equivalent to 28.8 degree. For 5%, that is 0.05 times 360 degree equal to 18 degree. For hamster, 4%, 0.04 times 360 degrees equivalent to 14.4 degree. Now, ito yung pinaka magiging checking kung tama yung degree na nakuha natin. Dapat, pag tinotal mo yung 190.8, 108, 28.8, 18 degree, at saka 14.4 degree, dapat yan po ay equivalent to 360. Kasi kabuuan. Now, pagka mali or hindi siya doon nag-equal, ibig sabihin, mali yung computed degree mo. So, yun yung pinaka-way of checking mo kung tama yung iyong computation. Now, given this degree, okay, given this data na nakuha natin, so we will now proceed in making our pie graph. Okay, so this is the pie graph. So since ang dog got 190.8 degrees, so ito yon yung kulay green. Okay, so that is 53%. And for our cat, which is 108 degrees, so ito yung orange, so that is equivalent to 30%. For our fish, 28.8 degree, so yung kulay yellow, so that is 8%. For rabbit, 5%, and for hamster, 4%. Now, for the last step, we need to make our title for this constructing pie graph. So, for this problem, I choose na yung title ng ating activity for pie is favorite type of pet. So, ayun yan. So, ito yung sinasabi kanina na dapat gumagamit tayo ng different colors para makikita natin yung pagkakaiba ng bawat category. So, I use green, orange, yellow, blue, and red. Okay, next. So, ito kaya. Ano kaya ito? Ano kayang tawag sa graph na to? Yung may mga line. Okay, very good. So, that is all about line graph. So, when we say line graph, is used to show the change or trend in data over time. So, trend, makikita mo kung tumataas ba or bumababa. So, madalas, ginagamit ang line graph kapag continuous yung nangyayari. For example, dahil nasa pandemic tayo, yung result ng mga nagiging positive sa COVID, dahil araw-araw naman kinukuha yung data, pwedeng gamitin si line graph kasi makikita mo yung changes kung tumataas ba or bumababa yung nagiging positive. Okay? And then also, when we say line graph, it is used when data are given regular interval of time. So, yun nga, dapat regular, dapat palagi. So, ito ay commonly talaga ginagamit si line graph kapag ka-regular yung pagkuha ng data. Okay. Steps in constructing line graph. So, our step first, identify the independent and dependent variable. Alamin yung independent at saka dependent variable. Number 2, create the x and y axis. Label them accordingly. X-axis for independent variable. Ito tatandaan natin sa pagbuo or paggawa ng line graph. Si x-axis, yung ating horizontal line, yun ay para sa independent variable. And yung ating y-axis or the vertical line, ay para naman sa dependent variable. 3. Decide on the scale and starting value. Consider the least and the greatest value to be shown. So, aalamin ulit natin yung least at saka greatest value. 4th, write the intervals on y-axis. Make sure the intervals are equal. 5th, write the name of each independent variable on the x-axis. Observe equal distances. Number 6, plot the data points. Connect them with the line segments. 7, write the title of the line graph. Now, let us proceed for our example. For our example, Gina decided to sell ice cream in cups because of hot weather and to have extra income for her school expenses. She started selling last May 27. Below is her daily sales for the past week. So, since everyday naman na nagtitinda si Gina ng ice cream in cups, pwede natin gamitin si line graph kasi meron siyang regular data or pwede tayong makakuha ng regular data. So, from doon sa started day niya ng pagsisell, which is May 27, tapos hanggang June 2, yun yung kukunin natin. Okay, so for example, ito. Date na nag-start siya is May 27. So, ang kukunin natin hanggang June 2. So, June 2. So, since regular naman, so we will use May 27 data, 28, 29, 30, 31, and June 1 and June 2. So, for May 27, nakapagbenta siya ng 21 cups. For May 28, 23 cups. May 29, 35. May 30, 13 cups. May 31, 35 cups. And June 1, 12 cups. Para naman sa June 2, 14 cups. So, we will use this data para sa pagbuo ng ating line graph. So, first step, identify the independent and dependent variable. Pag sinabing independent, kayang mag-isa or fixed na. Pag sinabing dependent, nakadepende. Okay? So, lagi siyang nakadepend dun sa independent natin. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-isa. Okay. So, for our independent, that is the date. Okay? Kasi hindi naman na mababago tong date. So, as is tong date. So, ayun yung ating independent. Again, yung ating independent, ayun po yung nasa, ano yung sinabi kanina sa step? Yung independent, yun yung nasa x-axis at yung ating dependent, yun naman yung nasa ating y-axis. So, let us proceed. Let us know kung ang date, ang independent, yung dependent naman natin ay yung number of cups sold. So, kung ilan yung nabibenta niya bawat araw. Second step, create the x and y axis. Label them accordingly. So, x-axis for independent variable and y-axis for dependent variable. So, this is our axis. So, we have the horizontal line. So, ito yung horizontal line and this is our vertical line or the vangon line. Okay, so this will serve as our x-axis and our y-axis. Okay, so our x-axis will turn into independent and our y-axis will turn into dependent. Step 3, decide on the scale and starting value. Consider the least and the greatest value. So, magde-decide na tayo kung ano ba yung unang number na ilalagay natin mula sa ating sa ating vertical line. Okay, so kailangan nating i-consider ang ating least at saka greatest value. So, let us identify first kung ano dito yung least value at saka greater value. So, our least value is 12 and our greater value is 35. So, now, ito yung ating y-axis. So, yung fourth step, write the intervals on y-axis. Make sure the intervals are equal. So, dapat equal pa din yung ating interval. Okay, next. So, since our least is 12, pwede na ako mag-start sa 12. As long as na mako-cover ko hanggang dun sa greater value which is 35. So, I choose, mag-start ako sa 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, and 38. Where is the 35? So, si 35 ay nasa pagitan ni 34 and 36. Okay? So, that is the number of cups sold. Okay, fifth step. Write the name of each independent variable on the x-axis. So, we're done na in y-axis. Ito yon yung number of cups or our dependent variable. So, we will proceed naman dito sa ating x-axis which is our independent variable. So, ito po yung ating independent. So, those are May 27. So, nilagay ko na lang na 5/27. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan ay May 27, May 28, May 29, May 30, May 31, June 1, and June 2. So, that is our date, which is serve as our independent variable. Now, okay, sixth step, plot the data points, connect them with line segment. So, aalamin na natin, kailangan natin gumamit ng mga points. Okay? So, sa May 27, noong May 27, nakapagbenta siya ng 21 cups ng ice cream. So, saan natin makikita yung 21? So, in between 20 and 22. So, our first point is here. Okay? Nung May 28 naman, nakapag-sold siya ng 23 cups. So, sa 23 ay in between 22 and 24. Opo. Okay, next. May 29, 35. Okay, so ito yon, nasa between ni 34 and 36. May 30 ay 13, so nasa pagitan ni 12 at saka ni 14. May 31, 35 ulit. June 1 is 12. So, 12, andirito siya sa linyang ito. So, ito yung 12 natin. And, June 2 ay 14. So, ito naman siya. And then, we will connect them with line segment. So, i-connect natin. So, that is the line segment. Okay. So, for now, we will have our group activity. So, your section, I will divide your section into 2 groups. So, for group 1, you're going to answer this first activity, or for group 1 activity. So, a survey was conducted among 100 students, and they were asked which among the 4 core values is the most relevant. So, below it is its frequency distribution. So, when we say core values, yung mga values natin or yung mga ugali natin. Okay? So, like maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, makatao, and makabansa. So, from 100 student, ang pinaka relevant daw ay ang pagiging maka-Diyos. Yun daw yung pinaka-importante. Okay? Okay, 30 of them says na yung makakalikasan, and 15 out of 100 students says makatao, and 5 of them says makabansa. Using this gathered data, you're going to make or to complete the bar graph below. So, gagawa kayo ng bar graph. So, ito po yung bar graph. So, given na ang number of students, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Ano ba yung number of student? Ito yun, yung ating frequency. And for core values, yung C1 is for maka-Diyos, C2 for makakalikasan, C3 for makatao, and C4 for makabansa. So, gagawa na kayo ng bar graph. Ilan ba yung maka-Diyos? So, 50 hanggang saan yung bar na ilalagay ninyo dito sa ating table or sa ating graph. For group number 2, you are going to, so same problem, using the problem dun sa group number 1 about the core values. Sa inyo naman, you are going to compute for the size of the sector, complete the pie chart, include labels. So, ito yung magiging pie chart natin. So, ang kulang na lang dito, given na ang percentage, given na rin ang decimal equivalent ng each percentage, i-multiply nyo na lang siya by 360 degree. Tapos yung sagot, yung degree, ayun po yung susukatin nyo using the circle na ito para makabuo kayo ng pie chart. Again, you can use different kinds of colors para makategorize ang bawat core values. Okay? Next, group number 3. A community pantry organized recorded the donation for the past 7 days. Using the table below, construct a line graph, include labels. So, ito yung donations from the 7 weeks, from the past 7 weeks. So, yung days ay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, yung number of donation from Monday is 20, Tuesday ay 15, Wednesday 18, Thursday ay 14, Friday 19, and Saturday 22, and last Sunday ay 14. So, using this data, you're going to make your own line graph. So, ito yung line graph. So, our independent variable is yung days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For our dependent variable, ayun ay yung number of donation. So, since our least value is 14, so, pwedeng mag-start. Kahit na 10 yung nag-start, at least nandoon yung 14. And our greatest value or greater value is 22. Okay? So, pwede na yan. So, ito na yung gagamitin ninyong table to make your own line graph. This is for group number 3. Okay? Next. Let us have an activity. Fill in the blanks. Okay, so let us answer. Number 1, blank is the appropriate diagram. So, bring out a piece of paper and then write your answer on that paper. Tapos, we will check if you get the correct answer. For number 1, blank is the appropriate diagram to show how much greater or less one measurement of an observation is from the other. Number 2, blank is the most useful diagram that will present the proportion of each observation in relation to the total data set. Number 3, blank is the graph that displays the trend of the behavior of the dataset. And number 4, in a line graph, axes are labeled, wherein the independent variable is on the blank, while the blank variable is on the vertical axis. Nasaan daw si asan daw si independent variable? Anong axis daw siya? At sino naman daw yung variable na nasa vertical axis? I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, done. So, let us answer. Check your own work. For number 1, the answer is bar graph. So, makikita yung greater or less measurement. Okay? Number 2 is pie chart. Kasi kabuuan. Total data yung pinag-uusapan. Number 3 is line graph. Kasi trend from the word. Ito yung pinaka-clue natin. Trend. Okay? Number 4, that is the horizontal axis and the dependent variable. Okay, for your quiz, you're going to choose the correct letter that corresponds to your best answer. So, yung isasagot ninyo from 1 to number 1 and number 2 ay itong illustration na to. You're going to use this illustration for numbers 3 hanggang number 4, itong illustration naman na to. And then for number 5, that is a problem solving. So, aalamin ninyo kung ano yung sagot sa number 5. Another 5 minutes to answer your quiz. Write it in a piece of paper. Okay, so let us answer. Number 1, based on the Meralco bill bar graph, in what month is the electricity consumption the highest? Saan daw, anong buwan daw yung mataas yung konsumo ng kuryente? Number 2, in what month was the electricity consumption the lowest? Ano naman daw yung pinakamababang consumption sa number 2? Is it A, August, B, September, C, October, D, November? Number 3, based on the pie chart, what is the most abundant gas in the atmosphere? Ano daw yung pinakamarami or pinakamalaking portion ng gas sa ating atmosphere? Is it oxygen, carbon dioxide for letter B, C, nitrogen, and D, argon? Number 4, what is the percentage of all other gases? Ilan daw yung percentage ng all other gases mula dito sa illustration? Is it 78%, 21%, 1%, or letter D, 0.001, 1%? Number 5, Clarita would like to know if there is an increasing trend in the number of her suki or customer in her new business for the past 2 weeks. Which of the following should she use to look her business is going? Is it bar graph, line graph, pie graph, or letter D, histogram? Again, yung clue word natin is trend. Ano kaya dyan yung gagamitin niya? Okay, so let us answer. For number 1, the answer is letter B, June. So, ito yung may pinaka-highest. Okay, number 2 naman, that is October, yung pinaka-lowest. Number 3, nitrogen. So, siya yung pinaka-abundant, pinaka-marami na gas sa ating atmosphere. Number 4, 1%. So, all other gases is 1%. And for number 5, since nandoon yung word na trend, so Clarita, to be able for her to know if nag-i-increase yung trend ng kanyang mga suki or tumataas, dumadami yung kanyang suki, pwede niyang gamitin ang line graph. Okay? So, got 5. Okay, congratulations for those who got 5, for those who got 4, for those who got 3, for those who got 1 point or 2 points. I know na dun sa next nating activity, mataas na yung inyong makukuhang points. Okay? So, for the reflection for this lesson, on your notebook, you're going to complete the following. So, first, I understand that ano yung mga ah, nabigyang linaw or natutunan mo. I realize that ano yung na mga realization mo. Okay? And then, I need to learn more about ano pa yung dapat mong malaman or saang part pa ng ating lesson yung gusto mong mas ma-deepen yung iyong knowledge. Okay, so that's all. Thank you and God bless. See you on our next class.